I can't go wrong trying to make things right. You know what that's like when your heart's on ice. Doubled in price, swear on man's life. Don't speak the language, to me that's a seeing man sign strictly off the hype. Picking a side, help me to decide. Without the advice, I promise I'm fine. Like, look, I've been doing alright.
Alright, so just got back from my meeting. That was with one of my clients, also one of my good friends named Henry. So for him, we just kind of talked about, I'm going to be taking on his 2025 tax return prep for his S corporation. So the 1120S tax return. And then also he's one of my advisory clients. So we went ahead and planned for the things that we're going to be using in his 2026 tax plan in order to maximize his tax savings. So he's actually a real estate professional and also an investor in several other businesses. And so what we're actually able to do is utilize depreciation as the main driving factor in his tax savings plan. Super nice, makes it a pretty simple plan whenever that's the case, just because depreciation is so powerful, especially if you're a real estate professional, but also an investor in other things like gas stations or long-term living places, storage units, things like that are all able to generate huge amounts of depreciation, especially if you use the accelerated methods. So made sure he's taken care of. One of my good friends, blessed to be able to work with him and call him one of my friends. He's done a lot in my life, especially on the faith side in that part of my journey. So back at the crib now, about to go get to work after I just ate some lunch. And actually, before we do that though, I need to take these up there. So these are actually my bookshelves that I got for my office. So gonna be nice to finally have some furniture in there and get the office looking a little bit better than just the blank walls. So yeah, let's get those up there and then we will get back to work as per usual. All right, people, as you can see, finally got the bookshelves up. Here's the desk. So obviously we're gonna be hanging that right there. Probably put a little bench below it, something like that. Still don't know what I'm gonna do on this wall. But yeah, over here, got the recording studio. But yeah, bookshelves are up and I think they look pretty good. They're really tall, which I like, and I think I'm gonna put some lights up on top. It took way longer than I thought it would just because it was hard to get upstairs, hard to put together, you know how putting the furniture and stuff together is. So yeah, finally got it up and I'm hoping that I'll get all the shelves stocked here soon. And yeah, get some cool POVs with the shelf lighting and everything like that in the background. So another step in the right direction for the office. So just got to keep putting it together step by step. But Saturday evening, it's about 8 o'clock right now. So about to get at least an hour and a half, 2 hours of work in before heading off to bed, getting up and going to church in the morning. So just wanted to update y'all that I finally got it up. We got the shelves in. So I'll catch up with y'all soon. So I'm on my Sunday evening walk where I kind of just think about business, life, everything that goes along with it. And, you know, one thing that I'm thinking about right now is if you're in a service-based business, then the number one thing that matters is your ability to deliver your service, right? Because it doesn't matter how well you market, how well you package whatever your product is. If you're unable to actually deliver a high quality product, all of that doesn't matter. Because even if you market it in such a fantastic way that so many people hear about it, you get 1 million inbound leads, and then you offer such a package that the perceived value is so high, but then the actual deliverance of the product doesn't reflect that at all, then all of that marketing, all of that offering was completely useless, right?
At that point, it would have been better for 10 people to hear about your product and you work with 3 of them, and yet the package that you give them is much simpler. It's much more basic and standard packaging to where it's just a simple service, right? At that point, that would have been more effective, because long term, if you have all these offerings and this marketing that hypes the product up, but then the product is quite frankly just not good, and you're unable to deliver a high quality product, then in the long term, that's going to catch up with you, whether it be reviews, testimonials, whatever it is, word of mouth. All those things are going to catch up with you, because downstream of a crappy product, a crappy service, is crappy reviews, crappy comments on your socials, and it overall will make the longevity of your business not work. And so one thing I'm thinking about on this walk right now is, in what ways can I increase my service quality? I'm offering these select things: bookkeeping, tax preparation, payroll, tax advisory. How can I make the client journey even better than it already is? Because I think too often I get caught up trying to optimize the packaging and the marketing. How can I actually just make the service so high quality that it's undeniable and the client reviews and everything speaks for themselves? So that's something I'm thinking about right now. It's just, how can I increase the quality of the product? How can I make sure that the product and the service that I'm providing to people is the best that they can get, right? The absolute best that they can get. And at the end of the day, if I focus on that, that will make sure that the longevity of the product and the service and the business as a whole is sustainable. And the marketing and the offering will come along with it. You can do all the marketing, all the offering techniques in the world, but at the end of the day, if the actual deliverance of the service or the product is not top quality, then your product and your business will not last. So make sure that we're focusing on creating lasting products that have top-notch service, whether it be on the forefront of the actual deliverance, with onboarding, or the actual delivering of the service during the process, and also customer support throughout. So always aim for highest quality as you possibly can. You got this, people.
I'm scared to leave you, but I know I need to. I know I need to. I'm scared to leave you, but I know I need to. I know I need to. I know I need to. I need to set you free. Move on with your life, just let you be. Holding hands in the back of an SUV. Huh? Ain't nobody else like an SUV for you. I believe for you. I'm on.
Man, what a great weekend. So I shared a little bit of video, recorded a few things, as you saw right before this, and didn't want to record too much, but it was one of my really good buddies' wedding weekends, and so got some time out of the house, and we had a village, we had a little cottage rented for our friend group who was all in the wedding, and just got to really spend a lot of time together. And it was just such a special weekend. And I've been doing some journaling post weekend, and just really thinking about just how full my cup is after a weekend like that, and how I just feel renewed after that. I mean, it was probably the best weekend of the year, and it just really made me realize how important it is to be surrounded by such a strong group of guys. Your friend group really does play such a huge part in how you're living as a person, how you feel as a person. And, that's something I've always conceptually known, but I think this weekend God really just reminded me how important that is, to just be around people that just, when you're around them, it just renews your mind, renews your spirit, and just fills your cup up. And so, as I'm heading into this work week, I'm just really just feeling like I'm just on a high right now. And it was definitely just a weekend that makes me feel energized and ready to attack the week. So, what I wanted to remind y'all of is that the old saying is just so true, that you are the sum of the people you're around, right? And so, whenever you're going to be choosing your friends, who you're around, you need to make sure that it's people with similar objectives in life, similar goals of what they want out of life, and just people that push you to be a better person and ultimately just fill your cup up. So yeah, I'm just filled with just after this weekend, I'm just filled with just joy and gratitude and just so thankful for the people that God has brought into my life. And I know some of y'all watch this video, so y'all know I love y'all and y'all mean the world to me. And it's just such a blessing. To all the other viewers out there, just make sure that you are surrounding yourselves with people that fill up your cup and don't drain from it, and that bring you closer to your goals and bringing you closer to the person that you feel God designed you to be. So yeah, another week in the life, another journal entry into the diary of a founder. And so I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If there's ever any questions y'all have, feel free to leave them below. I'll answer all of them, no matter what they are, to the best of my abilities. And yeah, just I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And as always, never stop your relentless pursuit of continuous improvement. I'll look forward to us talking again soon.